Hey there guys, it's Kim George here from YourChicGeek.com, and I want to welcome you to a new video. And today I'm going to be talking about something that I have seen that has kind of been going a little rampant, or running a little rampant as of late. I'm not sure if Amazon is just doing some auditing of their different products and things like that, or auditing of their systems. But Amazon KDP copyright and trademark warnings are on the rise. And so I wanted to basically give you guys some information about some things that you can do, some things that I am doing. I'm still not an expert in things, but these are things that I'm definitely going to be doing going forward in my approach to publishing low content books, high content books, any kind of books on Amazon KDP to try to keep my account as safe as possible. So let's go ahead and get off into this video. So before we get off into the video, if you're new to the channel, I'd love for you guys to like, share, subscribe, all of that good stuff. And yeah, that would be great. So this is the email that I got, guys, about 6 or 7 days ago. I was minding my own little business. Everything was going great. I've been working pretty hard to get some books and things together for Q4. Q4 is one of the biggest times of the year for making sales, and this basically spans across the months of October, November, and December. So, like I said, everything was going pretty good and I'm excited. I'm like, oh yeah, Q4 is coming up. Let me get some books created and some products created and put out here on my account. So I got this alert from the Kindle content review team, and it says, it has come to our attention that the following books may include one or more images on your book's cover that you do not hold the necessary rights for. And I'm like, wait a minute. I've paid for all of my images. I try to really make sure that I do a good job of, making sure that I have commercial licenses and things like that for any book that I publish. And so I'm just like, wow, I'm freaking out because I freak out over everything. And I'm just like, oh my goodness, let me take a look here and see what's going on. So the letter goes on to say that we've made these books unavailable for sale. To make your books eligible for sale again, please complete one of the following actions. So it's asking me to provide written documentation. I'm thinking, no problem. I have the commercial rights, or I should have the commercial rights or the license to use this because I purchased these graphics. So I should be fine. An example, it goes on to say either provide written documentation that proves you have the right to include the images on the books. So it says an example includes a signed contract or signed written statement from the photographer or the copyright holder, saying that they grant you rights to use this specific image. If you do not hold the rights, please remove the images from the cover and resubmit your book for publication. Like I said, naturally I freaked out. I'm like, oh my God, because I know that KDP takes things like this very seriously, as they should, because no one should be stealing anyone's work. So, mind you, I purchased this image from Etsy. Actually, it was a bundle of images that I purchased from Etsy. So I'm thinking, okay, let me go log into my Etsy account. Let me take a look at things and see what's going on with this specific image. Head over to Etsy. So I went to go look for the license. I couldn't find the license. So I said, okay, well, let me reach out to the shop owner to get some clarification on things. And maybe they can just give me something showing that they give the rights to use this image on my cover. What do you know? Etsy shop is gone. That's right. Etsy shop has been closed. So that leads me to believe that that person on Etsy stole those images and was selling them like they were theirs. So I was pretty shocked. I was really upset, all this kinds of stuff, but it just really kind of put into the back of my head that you have to be extra careful when you are buying things from Etsy, when you're buying things from even Creative Market, Creative Fabrica, any of these places, because you really just don't know, who's doing what. where these images are coming from, if these people that are selling things hold the copyrights or the commercial can give, have the commercial rights and things like that, or give you commercial rights and things to use these graphics. And so you really just want to be very, very careful. So what I decided to do was to keep things super safe and to make sure there is no more issues going forward with my account and with this specific graphics is, of course, I removed the book. I hired someone to illustrate an image specifically for this book, and going forward, that's probably what I'm going to do for certain projects. And also, I have gone through, I am now, any book that I've used one of the graphics from this set on, I am hiring an illustrator to create something new and fresh for me. And then I'm also going through any other images and any other products that I've used that have just singular images and things like that on them. I am going back and I'm changing all of those books to make sure there's no issues going forward with them. And so that's what I wanted to talk to you guys about today, is some of the things that you could potentially do to try to keep your accounts as safe as possible, because I don't want any of these issues to happen to you. I don't want these alerts to come to you. I've seen an uptick in, a lot of people in different groups. I'm in quite a few groups for KDP where they're saying that they are getting the same messages from Amazon. And so I just want you guys to be very, very careful and very mindful, okay, of this when you're publishing books. So what I'm going to do is give you guys 3 tips and things and some information that you can use, hopefully going forward, to publish your books and just hopefully to keep everything safe and within the guidelines of Amazon KDP. So tip number 1, guys, is going to be, if you have a budget for it, hire illustrators to create custom artwork for your projects. And so, as I stated, for this specific project, because this is one of my biggest sellers, and I wanted to make sure that there was just nothing else out there like the graphic that I that I have created. I just wanted to make sure everything is good, that we're not going to have any problems going forward with sales of this product. So I hired an illustrator, paid them money to create something that is totally unique, that you will not find anywhere else on Amazon for this specific product, because your girl needs to keep the coins going, because I absolutely do love KDP and I love the publishing process. I love being creative and all of that. And so I just want to make sure that I'm keeping things as safe as possible. Okay, number 2 is be careful with making purchases from Etsy and other online places for graphics, because some may be stolen. Number 3, and I think this is a huge one because I am a user of both of these platforms, is if you use Canva Pro or Creative Fabrica, even if you have a commercial license to use the graphics and things from those sites, you want to make sure that you are modifying everything and adding elements to anything that you're using to make your books look completely different from anything else that is for sale on Amazon. Now, this is huge. So basically what I'm saying in a nutshell here, guys, is that you cannot just go and download something from Canva Pro or from Canva, even if you have a pro license, and use it as is. You can't go over to Creative Fabrica and find a graphic or find a vector or find whatever and just download it as is and use it. You have to make modifications to those designs or to those elements before you can put them out there. Now, here is an example of what I mean by that. Now, I actually found this to be very, very helpful, and this is actually over on Creative Fabrica. I'm going to put the link to this example down in the description so you guys can click on it to check it out to kind of see what I'm referring to. So as you can see here over on Creative Fabrica, again, they are showing you how to use a design that you download from them. So as you can see, they have an original design here, and it's of a cute little doggy. He's looking very happy, all of that kinds of stuff. So that is the original design and the download that you're getting from Creative Fabrica. Okay, so over here to the left, you can see that they have the doggy here, and they just have basically my dog. You can see they have a big X showing that that is not the correct way to use that element. You cannot just use it as is and just throw a font on it to call it something different. On the right, is what is accepted and what you will have to do in order to use this element to make it look completely different from anything else that is out there. So you see that over to the right, they've added a cute little sun, they added a tree, they added a little park bench, some grass, the doggy is there, and then they have my dog at the bottom. So now, this falls in line with how you can use this specific graphic. You have not made any specific modifications to the actual graphic, like you haven't changed the colors or anything like that. So basically, you're just combining multiple different items to really make it look something completely different, something that no one else will have, in order to go by the accepted print on demand usage. So I thought this was a fantastic example of what you can do in order to make your designs completely different. And that's basically, like you see here, by adding other elements and things like that, so it doesn't look like anything else that's out there. Now, this is the same thing that you want to do when it comes to using images from Canva Pro. This is what you want to do when you're using images even from Etsy. This is what you want to do even when you're using images from Creative Fabrica specifically, and even Creative Market, because again, you want things to look completely different, aka an original piece of artwork, okay, for print on demand use. Okay, so I wanted to show that. And then they even have a section here on how you can use patterns, because I know that I did mention that. So here's another example they have here. Here's the original pattern. Here's a pattern on the notebook. As you can see, you cannot use this as is on the notebook, but here's the accepted POD usage for this same pattern. As you can see, they changed the colors of the pattern in the background, and they added some other elements to the front of that pattern to make it look completely different. So you guys can see here, and you get an idea of what kind of what kind of use they are going for. They even have another one here, and this is just for some superheroes. And I thought this was really good. So wow, this is breaking it down. So here's another example. So here's an original design. This is of some superheroes that are very cute. You can't just go in and just use them as is, as a little pattern here like this. You have to go in and make further modifications. So you see what they did. They changed up the colors here. They added some other little elements in here for this original design to make it look different. And so this is a really good example, guys, of how to go about doing POD design, or using elements in a print on demand design the right way. So again, I'm going to link to this in the description so you guys can go and take a look at this on your own time, just so you can get an idea of what you can do to keep your account safe. So I just wanted to bring you guys this information today because, like I said, there has been a huge uptick in alerts. So if you are one of those folks like myself that has been using images from Etsy, or you're using images from Canva as is, and you want to keep your account safe, I would highly recommend going back into your account, checking your covers, making sure that you're doing what they suggest here on Creative Fabrica, which is combining elements to your covers to make them completely different, not just taking something from Canva and just slapping it onto a cover and, just leaving it as is, but making sure that you're just doing different things to make your covers and things look completely different as you possibly can. So I hope that this video has been helpful for you. I hope that you guys are going to get back out there, go and check everything, make sure everything is cool, make sure that you're combining and using different elements in your designs to keep your accounts as safe as you possibly can. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please, again, be sure to like, share, subscribe, stay safe out there, and have a great day. Thanks so much for watching.